right, everybody, welcome back for another deep dive. And today we're going to be talking about something that's pretty relatable, I think, for a lot of people. And that is dating.
Yeah.
And in particular, we're going to be looking at this excerpt you guys sent in about Eliot Ness's new book, Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places.
Yeah.
And it looks like a pretty interesting book. It sounds like a lot of fun. From what I understand, it's Ness kind of reflecting back on her dating experiences back in the 80s and comparing it to today's world. And I think it'll be an interesting lens to look at how things have changed over the last few decades. So what really stood out to me was just how different the whole scene was back then.
Right. It's like a different planet.
Yeah, like she talks about just heading down to the RSL with, $2 in your pocket and a pack of cigarettes.
Right. With your tight jeans and your white shoes.
Yeah. White shoes. Can you imagine? And apparently the big pickup line was, you gotta smoke.
It's so simple. You gotta smoke.
I know. So simple. But it's funny, though, because, even though it sounds so different from today, like the whole swiping on apps and everything, she talks about this kind of, cyclical nature of dating back then.
Yes.
Like, you meet someone, you have this whirlwind romance. Yeah. You break up, and you just do it all over again.
Rinse and repeat. Right.
Right. So it makes you wonder, what was it about that time?
Yeah. Why was it?
That created that pattern?
Yeah. Did those unspoken rules that were so clear back then actually help people find love? Or did they kind of box people in?
That's a good question. And I think that's where Ness's perspective as a comedian really shines through.
Absolutely.
She's got this sharp wit, but she also uses it to really dissect these complex emotions and experiences. Like the one part of the excerpt, she was talking about feeling trapped in a relationship.
Oh, yeah.
Because breaking up back then just wasn't really done.
Right. He didn't do that.
And you can just feel that kind of underlying tension between what society expected and what she actually wanted. And she manages to make it funny, but you can also tell it was a really tough situation.
Yeah. She doesn't shy away from that vulnerability, does she?
No, not at all. And, speaking of doing things that maybe you shouldn't, you mentioned that Ness offers some pretty questionable advice in her book. What's that about?
Oh, yeah. That part had me cracking up. It's like she's taking all those dating gurus and their so-called rules and just throwing them out the window.
So is she saying there's no right way to date?
Well, it sounds like she's saying the right way is whatever works for you, even if it's completely unconventional.
So basically embrace the chaos.
Exactly. I mean, dating is messy. Yeah. It's unpredictable.
For sure.
And sometimes it's just downright hilarious.
And it's okay to laugh at it all, right?
Exactly. That's what makes Ness's book so refreshing. It's like she's giving us permission to just be ourselves.
Yeah.
To acknowledge that we don't have all the answers.
Right.
And to find the humor in the whole crazy journey.
I love that. So it's not just a comedy book. It's like a hilarious reflection on the human experience,
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And it makes you think, if Eliot Ness were to time travel to today and land smack dab in the middle of the online dating world, what kind of questionable advice would she have for us now?
That's a great question. And I think it's one that all of us who are navigating this modern dating landscape can relate to.
Yeah.
How do we find real connection in a world that's so focused on appearances and algorithms?
There's much to think about.
I know. Well, on that note, I think we'll wrap up this deep dive.
Thanks for joining us.
Make sure to check out Eliot Ness's book, Looking for Love in All the Wrong Places. It's a fun read with a lot of heart.
And who knows, maybe it'll even inspire you to break some of those dating rules and create your own path.
Until next time, happy dating, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.